nobody, yes you do.
We're back.
We're back in business.
We're back.
Guess who's back with a brand new track?
We are. How are you, Shannon? How was your weekend?
Let me just think. Oh, it was fabulous.
What did you get up to? Anything interesting?
We got drunk on Friday. Well, I did. You just kind of...
I was tipsy.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit. I was tipsy.
And I've took a little notion for Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Which I never thought would have
Jack
ever
Daniels is my drink of choice.
And 2 weeks ago, me and Stefanie went to the Kimberley Tavern. And Stefanie said, what would you like to drink? Me being me said, right, I'm going to go to the toilet, just get my Jack Daniels. Little did I know, Stefanie was on the doubles. So when the glass come back, it looked like see-through pish water. Because you was just this tiny bit of cola in it. And all this Jack. And oh my God, just in his face and me.
You said, I asked, what would you like to drink? And she said, whatever you're drinking.
Yes.
Which was
Double
Jack Daniels and Coke.
But I didn't know the double part was involved in there, Stefanie. I was on the fucking pints. I thought about on the Jack tea.
But I really shouldn't have been drinking doubles. And I don't think that we should be... Don't drink if you're underage. Just don't do it. No, it's bad. I mean, I'm not underage, I'm 25 and I still make bad decisions when I drink. Never gets any better. I'm really, really interested to know. And this popped into my head a couple of days ago when we were at the park. And we were doing the magpie thing.
Yeah.
I would really like to know if this is a Scottish thing. Or if this is like a worldwide thing. Because I have only ever heard Scottish people
doing it.
Saying this. So here in Scotland, when you see a magpie, you say
one for
sorrow, and then 2, you say 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy,
5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. But when you see about 13 magpies, it just throws you off, and you just need to start for the start again and do it. Because that time me and Jordan were walking through Tollcross Park, and there was at least must have been about 15 magpies, and I just had to keep counting, and I was getting all confused in my head, and I was like, that's it, I've been doomed.
No, see, it's not the rhyme that I want to know about, because the rhyme is just a rhyme. But 100%, if you see one magpie,
You're fucked.
The rest of your day's ruined.
Aye.
You're like 1 for sorrow, so then that's it. The rest of your day is just filled with sorrow and sadness, and you're upset. If you see 2,
You're top of the
you're
moon.
like, oh my God, I said 2 magpies today. I'm going to have such a joyful day. Then if you see 3 and it's for a boy, you're like, oh, I must be pregnant. It must be a boy.
Test.
For real.
Aye.
In Scotland, we use magpies as like a
Get through your day.
psychic. Oh, I've seen 3 magpies. That must mean something. When in reality, it's just
Nah, hun.
it's no. But I would like to know if that's
Aye, I would like to know that too.
if that's like a thing around the world, or if that's a Scottish thing, because I've only ever heard the Scottish people say that right.
I've only heard us saying it, and then I don't know if I've asked other people.
Well, we want to know. We would like to know if you are American or you're from another part of the
If you're
world.
Canadian, if you're Polish, if you're Dutch, if you're German.
Know if you're specifically they things, but if you're just for anywhere outside of Scotland and you do the magpie thing, can you let us know?
Like ASAP, thanks.
Or if you have a different rhyme.
Don't do the crime.
Another thing that has been causing me
Sheer stress.
no stress, it's made me laugh. I've probably laughed at it more than what a normal person should probably laugh at this. But the whole Annabelle escaping from her cage thing.
Stop it right now. It's a fucking doll.
When I seen this, I think it was like last week or the week before this.
I think it was last
I was
week.
absolutely in stitches. Just, it was the memes I was seeing, and then the videos I was seeing, and then the TikToks that I was
Aye.
seeing, and then I was like, people were proper getting heated about it, and then I'm like, do people realise that it's a doll?
I know. It's not going to come. It's to be watched.
No,
Climbed
it's-
for the pest.
There was not a chance. Right, I obviously believe in the paranormal, so do you, right?
But it's
people-
a doll.
There was news articles about it.
Everywhere. It was like the Loch Ness Monster air again.
It's a fucking doll. Like, it's no getting up, opening the thing, jumping out, and just, I'm off.
Climbing into bed with you, I'm going to murder you.
Open that fire escape door and I'm out of here. That is not happening.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
That's just not happening. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then it was the fact that people were like, actually taking it seriously.
I know, that's ridiculous.
They were like, oh, this doll's escaped, oh my god. And then, oh, but see the memes? Oh, it was so fucking funny. It was hilarious. Honestly, I wet myself. I sent Shannon about 6 different articles. I was like, this is so funny.
I love it.
And then just my last thing for this week is I got tonsillitis, so if I'm sniffing or I sound raspy, I have tonsillitis, so that's why.
Stones.
Yeah, I have
Stones.
actually, more specifically, I have tonsil stones, which is absolutely disgusting. And it stinks and it's horrible and it's disgusting.
Thank fucking me.
Disgusting.
The table. It was fucking one of us.
It is, it's horrible, it's minging.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking a little dragon soup.
Shannon, why you always had to advertise the alcohol?
It could be an energy drink.
It's definitely not an energy drink.
Oh, it's got caffeine in it.
Why, 100%, but that doesn't mean it's an energy drink.
That is to me.
A Jaeger bomb's got energy juice in
I
it,
don't like them.
but it's not an energy drink.
Gives you energy very well.
People only rotting back Jaeger bombs, like, oh, I need a bit of energy, hold on, I'll go and get a Jaeger bomb.
How no?
Never the Jaeger
Live
bomb.
a little.
You won't sleep for like 2 days.
I know.
I don't. For the Jaeger bomb, that's it. I'll lie awake at like 3 in the morning and I'll have my eyes closed, but I'm wide awake. I just end up just going, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get up. Put the tunes on.
Get back. Get the fucking tunes on.
And then I just get on with my day. That's what I've had last week.
Well, I resigned.
Yeah, actually, Shannon resigned.
Working from home just ain't cutting it for me anymore. So yeah, I'm just having a little 3 weeks off. Start my new job in September. Go on holiday on the 14th, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good for some sun.
And I have somehow been roped into redecorating Shannon's whole house while she's away in Spain.
Yeah.
So
just left her a few things, no? Like some of the stuff needs built, some of the furniture.
Some furniture,
some
stripping walls,
wallpapers to come down.
painting.
And then put some new wallpaper up. Not a lot, Steph.
Am I a painter and decorator? No. No, don't.
I'm not. Just like, let's just move on. Before we end up getting the... No, it was just that. Just I've resigned and I'm buzzing about my 3-week retirement, as my Auntie Betty and Uncle Tommy were saying today when I was in the garden. They're like, how you enjoying retirement, him? I was like, Betty, I'm not 65. Like...
Shannon's like, Stefanie, it's the best thing I've ever done. You should really do it. And I'm like, Shannon,
weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Like, anyone working from home will know, like, you can't escape work life to home life. And my work couldn't accommodate me to actually get me back into an office, so it was the best decision for me. Or I'd end up going absolute crackers.
I think now it's starting to get to that point where it's like working from home was like
It was good. It was a luxury at the start.
It was like a novelty thing where it was like, oh, this is great. You can go and do whatever you want. Like,
No.
make food when you want, drink tea and coffee when you want, whatever it is. Jump to the shop for 5 minutes, but no, I'm literally losing the will to live. Like, I can't do it anymore. It's really...
It is hard. Like, it is hard going, especially, like, nobody's just there. Nobody.
Nah, I just don't know. And then there is people that work for him all the time.
I wouldn't mind if you weren't on the calls. Like, I'm always taking calls, so being stuck in a house and your boyfriend's in the next room playing Modern Warfare, screaming, we're in the gulag. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to take a person's head off. I'm not even kidding.
I don't have that issue because I'm extremely lonely. It's fine. So, we thought we'd do something different this episode because although on this podcast we want to talk about scary, spooky stuff, that kind of sometimes does entail conspiracy theories. But I am not a big conspiracy theory person. That's not to say that I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I just think that sometimes some of them are just too far out there for me to take them seriously. And like, it's a good conversation to have with somebody, but I don't really want to sit here and accuse people of things that I don't actually know.
Yeah.
That it's just a bit of a thingy for me, but
What?
you're here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Mary the spoopy, Halloween, creepy, ghost, paranormal. Shannon's more of the conspiracy person.
The real word. Real world, even not real word. I'm telling you.
She must send me about 3 or 4 different articles, videos,
A day.
Instagram stories every single day about different conspiracy theories, and then she'll just rant for like
Days.
20 minutes. Days. Days sometimes. Days.
This one has been weeks.
So what we thought we would do is, at the start of every episode, we'll give Shannon... Well, not give Shannon, but Shannon's going to have our own little, however long, segment where she tells me about a conspiracy theory that she's been into or been into, research, seen, sent me through the week, because, as I said, I'm one of these people, if I'm not interested in something, I can't research it because I'm like, there's a disconnect. I'm not interested enough. So if you can tell me, I like listening to stories, you like listening to my stories, so I thought Shannon could tell me about our conspiracy theory.
Can I just say, those red lights behind you were flashing like fuck their eye. That's never done that.
We've got fairy lights in here and they're just flashing on. Wait, I think it's when I sit back. What? Also, if you hear kids screaming, it's little arseholes upstairs, so
we do apologise about that.
Do apologise about that inconvenience. But if you would like Shannon to make these conspiracy stories, theories,
you've got any of your own
into an actual episode, I'm sure that Shannon would be happy to do her own episode where she just specifically talks about conspiracy theories.
Oh, and I could go into theirs, so.
And you could tell me about conspiracy theories, and then we could have an episode where I tell you about scary, spooky, supernatural, paranormal, creepy, macabre shit. So Shannon, what would you like to tell me about today?
So, over the kind of past maybe month, 2 months, I've been kind of looking into kind of Disney. Everyone's probably heard the whole Pizzagate. That is not what I'm going into today, but I've been kind of like looking into all that. There is a girl on Instagram at Alex Rosebets. This is where I've kind of got my Disney Gate kind of feel for, if you have. So what I'm really talking about today is Club 33. For you, those of you who don't know what Club 33 is, it's a set of private lounges located in 3 of the Magic Kingdoms, which are part of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. Now, Club 33 members and their guests have exclusive access to resort experiences, but not just any experiences. Just listen to this, because this shit does baffle me. So, for a corporate member, they would pay an initiation fee of $40,000 a year for a membership. Alright, but an individual members pay $25,000 in addition to annual dues, which are about $12,000 a year. Right, so just for a membership, just to get into this Club 33, there is a 14-year waiting list to actually get into here.
God's sake.
For Disneyland. Like, what is going on?
And it's just a lounge?
And it's just a lounge, so this is what I'm going to get into, right? So, in addition to the Club 33 restaurant, access may also include the Les Salons Nouveau. Now, I don't know if that is how that is pronounced, but that's what it looks like to me.
It's French. Yeah,
it's a jazz lounge within the New Orleans Square in Disneyland Resort. Now, what it basically is, the bar is hand-carved, adorned with the famous 33 logo, hosting an extensive assortment of fine beverages and an equally sumptuous array of gourmet foods offerings. Members and their guests will most assuredly leave in high spirits, well fed and ready for their next park adventure.
So you got that for the website?
I got that for the website, right? But why do you need to pay £40,000 a year to sit in a lounge, have a fine beverage, a bit of food, and then going about your day? Why would you pay 40 grand a year for that? That's what confuses the shit out of me. Like, I get, like you said earlier, like, about when we were speaking, like, about celebrities, like, they might have something like this and it might be better for them where they've not got all this attention on them, so to get away from that, so they can go in and kind of enjoy their day. No, but why is there a 14-year... I just don't understand. Like, it stresses my brain. Like, I'm actually getting stressed thinking about it.
So what's the conspiracy here?
Right, so my conspiracy is, if you've looked into Disneygate, is the underground tunnels, right, where cast members go through to get away from them.
Right.
I get that.
So, right, just for context, in Disneyland there's an underground tunnel system, and they say it's designed for cast members to go from one side of the park to the other without having to run through crowds, get through, like, it's just like so that they can get from one side to the other or whatever it is. So that's what the tunnel's underneath.
But corporate members are able to locate those tunnels and use those tunnels to get arranged around the park. That I don't understand. Why do they need that access? if that's just for cast members. Like, I get that to get you like fast access to like this part of the park, but nah. So, incorporated into the lounge entrance is an abundantly stocked array of wine closets as well. There's also a lounge called 1901. It was opened in Disney California Adventure, and none of them are open to the public. So public aren't allowed in any of these lounges at all. Which is an other thing that I'm like, just what the fuck is going on?
What's going on?
What is going on? But for those of you who kind of think of Disneyland, you think of like, oh, Minnie, Mickey, all the like fun kind of like Cinderella, big castle and all that.
See,
I'm just, why?
for me, it's like, so I'm the devil's advocate here. Like, so for me, what you just said. So if this club was designed for like high priority guests to go, and so they didn't get bothered by people in the park, right?
I get that.
Mm-hmm. So they're out of the public eye, they can enjoy themselves, whatever.
Aye.
And then
They have a bit of
maybe I
fine
can
dining.
understand having access to the tunnels, because then they don't have to walk through all the people in Disneyland and get stopped 24/7.
But there was a video on Instagram of Alex those bits as well. What it actually was is a guy, he just came out of one of like a side door in the middle of the park, and he had this black bag and it had like a crown top it, and it said Club 33. So he's got like a kind of like gift bag, and this guy kind of followed him out, and then he just went like out of sight.
I don't really know. I would have to like
More into it.
But to me, it's a bit weird that the only thing that's weird about it to me is why the fuck would anybody pay that amount of money to sit in a lounge?
But
Like, see if I'm paying for, what is it, 40,000?
40,000 a year, so that's about 36,000.
Well, I'm a normal person, so what's a normal person paying?
A normal person would be 25,000, and additional fees is up to 12,000.
Right, so if I'm paying that, right,
So that's 37. You're better off just paying the 40.
you would think that you would get benefits around that as well as, but when I looked at it, it said that you still have to pay entry to the park, which means you're paying that amount. You're paying that amount of money to sit in a lounge and drink and eat good food,
But then you need to pay to go to the park.
but you still have to pay to get into the park.
Because this is it.
And I don't know why anybody would pay that amount of money to sit in a lounge. I just don't get that. But also, this came up when I think it was a YouTube video that I seen years ago about this Club 33, and it said that Walt Disney is suspected, allegedly, to have been in the Freemasons.
Yep.
So apparently the number 33, I was talking to my dad about it a couple of days ago, is the number 33 has significance in Freemasonry.
Right.
So they think that maybe Walt opened this club
For that.
for like the Freemasonry stuff and like the meetings and whatever it is, the get-togethers, and then it's just kind of carried on for then. So that's not to say that it's still used for that. It's just kind of like an exclusive member thing. But I'm sorry, I don't get it.
Right, so I've got another wee bit here. So it does say like Disneyland was quite an original concept for an amusement park. Nothing like it had ever been attempted. The quality and details that Walt established would require extensive funding. So investors were solicited from a number of major corporations. The investors would have the opportunity to advertise within the park, sponsor attractions and food retails, and promote their products. So that's like kind of
Right, see, I get that.
right, and then it goes to like Walt knew that he would need a place to dine and entertain important guests and associates, and he wanted him near his and Roy's small apartment above the Pirates of the Caribbean.
So that's what I said, so that makes sense. So like if you're entertaining guests that are
Higher up, like get that.
celebrities or famous people or even just like corporate people that are like you just said, that makes sense to me more. If you pay like that amount of money, then they are, so let's just say Coca-Cola, they're a corporate brand, so if they paid that membership yearly, then Coca-Cola would be advertised in Disneyland, which makes sense.
Makes sense, aye. And then it was like he would also realise that many dignitaries would be visiting the park, and a more controlled, secure and elegant environment would be highly beneficial. With this in mind, the small club-style restaurant began construction. Sadly, Walt passed away prior to its completion, and the club had no name. When the park was opened, there was a select number of lessees who were the major sponsors of Disneyland. As the years progressed, some sponsors left and others were added. Some of the main sponsors that kind of jumped out at me was Kodak, Coca-Cola, the Bank of America, and Pepsi. If you also do your own search on the Club 33, there is a website that kind of gives you more details. You can see photos inside it and things. But honestly, I could go on for hours. But people, this is as far as I'm going to go into it today, because there is hunters.
I know. To me, I think the most plausible thing would be... Well, I mean, it's not the most plausible, but to me, if I was to go with a theory, I would say that it's the Freemasonry thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's what it started as. And then it's kind of, as Walt's obviously passed away and stuff, it's kind of just more like a novelty...
Yeah.
To say that you're a member of the Club 33. But again, who's paying $40,000 a year? If you're a corporate brand, then that makes sense.
Aye, because they would pay that.
A normal average person,
But an individual person paying 25
grand just to go and sit.
Then they pay additional yearly fees to get into the park of 12 grand. So you're basically 37, so you're better off just paying.
I mean, and Sharon showed me pictures of the lounge. It's no like...
It's so fancy. Like, I'll send some photos over to Stefanie, we'll get them up on Instagram, and you can have a look and kind of see for yourselves. But
it's no...
It's based on the Princess and the Frog as well. The Le Salon Nouveau. That is what that is based on. So the Princess and the Frog. But when you look at it and you look at the film, it's nothing like it just because it's New Orleans.
It doesn't scream New Orleans.
No, not at all.
But I don't know. You'd probably have to speak to somebody that's actually
been in the club
and see what it is, because it's a bit it does sound a bit dodgy. Why would you have a club like that right in the middle of
a theme park?
A theme park for kids. And it's the only premise. It's the only premise on... No, that's not what I say. It's the only place on the premises that sells alcohol.
Yep. And they've got their own kind of like... What's it called? It's not like government. They've got their own... They've got their own PlayStation.
They've got their
own Disneyland,
and stuff.
The other like PlayStation outside Disneyland they can't touch. I don't understand that either. I think that should be run by America, but then, as I said, guys, there is fucking hunters. Look into it.
So, there you go. Shannon's just gives you a wee taste of Club 33. If you would like Shannon to do a whole episode,
which I can do,
on Club 33, or just Disneyland and Disney in general.
Doesn't need to be spooky, doesn't mean conspiracy. I mean, I can go in further, but nah, not today.
But that is scary.
I just, it just baffles me that someone, like you said, that I get like corporate people would pay $40,000. That'd be a yearly thing to get like promotions up on like stands next to the rides and things. But an individual member paying $25,000 but then having to pay additional fees throughout the year of $12,000, it basically adds up to the corporate amount. And
then, as you're saying, like it just gives you access to this club that you get to sit
and drink
eat,
alcohol,
like gourmet food, gourmet alcohol. You know what I mean, like fancy alcohol, and you get to socialise with other people.
I get it. It's got like a wine cellar and all that.
Actually, I read something earlier. I don't know if it's true. I never fact checked it. I just read it that says that if you are a member, you can buy or pay for somebody else,
but you can't trade
to get into the club. So it said on there that if you actually go to Club 33, the majority of the people that are sitting in the room are no members of Club 33. They're just people that have...
because it's one, when I was looking at it, that you can't actually give someone your card. So if you were to just say, alright, you can go and use my card for the day, nah, they won't be able to pick up your picture. And
they can revoke it.
So you'd need to become like a +1 basically with them.
I don't know, it's very interesting. I'd like to experience it. I'd like to go in and see what it's actually...
If anybody wants to send us $40,000, then on you go. I mean,
it is quite interesting.
It baffles me, like, more than anything.
I can get, like, at the time, like, maybe what
back
you're saying,
then,
Walt, like, wanting somewhere where he can go with, like, the guys, because obviously that's his
life. He's built that.
And wanting somewhere where he can go and sit with the guys and, like, have a beer and whatever. But I don't know, it's just a bit... There's so much mystery around it.
Aye.
Like, what does the number mean? What does this mean? Why are these people going to this? Why is
it not open to public?
Why is it not open to the public?
That's the main thing. Like, why is it not open to the public? It's just for corporate members.
It's just an exclusive
lounge
club.
It's a lounge.
Which is really weird.
But yeah, I'll get some photos up and you can have a look and feed it back.
Yeah, you can let us know because that is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Is there one in Orlando? Because we're going to Orlando next year.
It's in the main Disneyland.
And we can go. That's another thing. See, if you're not from America, well, actually, no, I don't want to say that because that's, I don't know, for us here. See, when people say like Disney World and Disneyland and Disney this, it's just all Disneyland to us.
Aye, right, because we went in 2005 when I was 8, and then you went 2 years ago? 3 years ago? It was 2 years ago?
2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I've been to Orlando, the Disney. I don't know if it's Disneyland or Disney World. I don't know. I've been to Disneyland Paris.
Were they the same? Did you think, like, see, like,
no.
Disneyland Paris are like completely different?
They're completely different. They're not even close
I've
to
never
the
been
same.
to Paris, that's the only reason.
Disneyland Paris, you can walk from one part to the other in less than like 5 minutes.
Nah, Disneyland, you're taking about 3 days, literally, or more.
In Orlando, you've got to get a bus to the another
To the
part,
other side.
or a boat, or a tram, or what's that, the monorail thing?
Aye. Remember
That-
last time that we went over Jurassic World? Remember Betty and Tom had to go on that, but they couldn't go on it because they didn't have a child.
Well, that's funny. It wasn't even worth it either.
No.
So the actual main body meat of this episode,
Oh.
we are actually branching out of Scotland for the first time.
Oh yeah, baby.
Don't worry, we will still be doing Scottish content. We are just we want to branch out now and again because it's getting a bit depressing hearing all the horrible,
I'm fucking fed up yet.
disgraceful things that happened in our home country.
I want to move. Get me out of this country now.
Get that fire exit door
Get that
off.
fire exit door. I'm off.
Oh,
I'm
God.
claustrophobic, Darren.
Oh God almighty. I'm sweating.
I'm freezing.
I'm sitting here with a Lion King poncho, with my hood up, with wee ears and all that on it, and I'm absolutely sweating. But anyway, we are venturing out to Poveglia Island.
I love it.
Now, I've heard a lot of stuff about this island because I watch Ghost Adventures, which, you know, is it's a controversial programme. People don't know if it's real or whatever. I personally think it's really funny, so that's why I watch it. But Poveglia Island is actually in Italy.
Italia.
So we are venturing out a wee bit into Europe.
Come to Gami. Mi chiamo Shannon.
What does that mean?
That's Italian. What is your name? My name is Shannon.
How do you know that?
Because I done Italian in school.
What did you?
Yeah.
I did French.
I only did Italian.
I hate French. Sorry if there's any French people, but I hate it. Masculine and feminine. No, I don't. I'm not. Can't do it. So, Italy. We all know it's a beautiful,
Pizza.
stunning pizza.
I just think of pizza every time I get
Wait,
it.
stereotype, Shan.
Pasta. Pizza and pasta. Pizza, penny pasta. Oh.
Wait, stereotype, Shan.
I love it.
When I think of Italy, I think of like coffee and sitting at the water, and
Gondolas.
that's Venice, aye. So gondolas. Sitting at the ocean when the water's hitting the rocks.
How beautiful does it actually look?
Feel like a wee espresso, just loving life. That's
I love
what
how
I
you're
think
all
about.
about this. Coffee.
I love coffee.
I know you. I'm pure into the pure wee cold coffees, you know.
I would love to have my own coffee company. That's like my dream.
Why don't we do it?
Aye, let's hold on a minute and we'll just set up shop.
How? Scottish and scared. A bit of coffee. Won't get it. We ghost on it. Who wants it? There's your fucking coffee. Done one shot or two. Give you 3 for the better.
Best promo ever. So in between Venice and Lido in northern Italy, there is a small island known as Poveglia or Plague Island. Now, I say Poveglia. I don't know if that's the
How you-
correct
aye.
pronunciation, but that is how I say it, and that's how I've seen a lot of other people say it, so I'm just going to say Poveglia. But if I'm saying it wrong, I do apologise. The island is split into 2 sections by a small canal that runs through the middle.
Mhm.
This island is known to be one of the most haunted locations on Earth. So much so that none of the locals will set foot on it.
Really?
For the most part, visitors to the island are prohibited, but it has been featured on shows such as Ghost Adventures, like I said.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And there are also a few videos on YouTube, although the people in the videos are trespassing, and it is illegal.
Oh, is it? Are you allowed to see that island? Are you allowed to actually go to it?
You're allowed to go if you fill out there's paperwork and all that, and you have to
there?
fill out, because there's buildings and stuff
That are
and,
kind of wrecked.
in disrepair, and
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
Aye.
So there's like that, and then there's obviously the other side of it. So if you don't fill out the right
forms,
applications and stuff, you're trespassing. But if you're wanting to look more into this yourself, I recommend jumping on YouTube and looking at a few YouTube videos. The people are trespassing, I know it's illegal, but if you're just wanting to see what the actual island looks like and what it's like on it, that I recommend that you jump on YouTube and have a look at some of those videos. The island was initially used as kind of like a safe place or like a stronghold by the Venetian government.
Right.
And so like there was a lot of war and stuff going on. So like that's what they used it for way back. That's what it was used for. In 1776, it was then used as a checkpoint for goods, supplies and visitors that were coming in and out of Venice by water.
Right.
In 1793, there was an outbreak of the bubonic plague, which seems to be a recurring theme on this podcast. And 2 ships coming into Venice were actually infected. There were people on both ships that were infected.
Right.
So this island was then used as like a quarantine area for the infected. So the ships would stop there, the goods would be taken, the people would be taken off, they would quarantine there, and then they would be allowed to go into Venice and Lido, wherever it is that they're gone.
Right.
So as we know, the plague is a bad boy.
Aye.
It is.
You're going to end up with that in school and that as well.
It's a spicy boy.
Yeah, it's spicy.
It has killed insane amounts of people all over the world, and let's bear in mind here, guys, that there is still no cure for the plague.
What was it? Was it the plague that came in? Was it the rats? Was that what that was?
So this is a pure misconception. So what happened was, see the rats?
Aye, that's what I got told.
It wasn't
in
the
school.
rats, it was the fleas on the rats that were infected with the
Right.
plague. Obviously rats are disgusting, why would you want a rat in your house? But the poor rats get
Worse.
tarnished with it. But it was actually the fleas that were on the rats that were spreading the disease.
Right. Then also the rats eating on like near the food and stuff and like all of that. That's
Exactly, so
no help.
it's rife.
Aye.
So Poveglia was used, as I say, as a quarantine for anyone who fell ill during this period.
Right.
They were packed onto boats and dumped off on the island, basically to die. So this is when the second kind of big outbreak hit Europe, and like
Italy always kind of gets like kind of bad because like look at COVID, how bad the cases they go to that.
But they say that's because I got a fright there.
So it's just a laptop ran out of charge, guys.
I got a fright because I seen a flash of light. I thought there was like I don't know.
The end is near.
The end is nigh. Stop talking about COVID. They say that in Italy was so bad because in Italy it's kind of like a tradition to have like so many generations of the same family in the same house. So like if we lived together and then we had like
Kids.
our nona and granda, and then we had our aunties and uncles like Betty and Tom
Still in the same
all
house.
in the same household. So that's how it kind of spreads.
Aye, because you're so confined.
So that's kind of like a tradition, and I quite like that. I would like to live with my family. I love my family. Like I think it's so fun.
I love you too.
I never said you. I said
Sorry, I
family.
am family. So I love you too.
So this island was basically where they were using this as like the place to dump people basically that had the plague. So due to the fact that these people couldn't protest or fight back because again they were absolutely riddled with the plague, some of them, and it ravages your body and that's it.
You're done.
They would be dumped into mass graves and they would be burned alive along with the corpses of other victims who had passed. It's said that over 100,000 people have died on this island due to the plague and other diseases. There are tales that the soil on the island contains almost 50% human remains. So if you take a soil sample for anywhere on the island, 50% of it is human remains. That's how many people died there.
That's insane.
And were burnt there and buried. And
To get rid of that? Well,
I'll show you. You'll see pictures later. Like the island, it's not that big.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite small actually. So
I've seen it when I kind of looked in there.
So it's not really that big.
No.
As I said, some of these people weren't even plague victims. They were just people that were showing signs of what could be illness.
Aye.
So they were like, no, patch that, get them on a boat, get them to fuck out here, get them on the island. That was kind of just what happened. That's what happens.
Everywhere.
Seems to happen everywhere with this. As if these tortured souls were not enough, in 1922, that's not that long ago,
That's only a year ago, actually. Think about it.
a mental hospital was opened on the island. People suffering from mental illness would be shipped off to live the rest of their lives here, away from the public. I'm so sorry, I'm not laughing because of mental illness. It's something happened in the background there.
Yeah, we do apologise.
Due to the privacy that was given on this island, the doctors were able to carry out experiments and treatments on their patients that were completely vile and unnecessary. So, abuse of power here, as is usually the case.
Yeah.
There is a story of a particularly evil doctor who worked on the island, He would carry out lobotomies as he believed that these were an amazing way to treat and cure mental illness, and he would almost always carry these procedures out against the patient's will. Do you know what a lobotomy is?
No, I was just going to ask you that. What is that?
So it's like when they drill a hole into your skull.
What?
And then sometimes, I don't know if it's all the times, but sometimes they would like drip acid in, or they would drip like a fluid
That's
in.
like a psychedelic, can't you?
I don't know. And then sometimes they would just drill a hole, and then it would hit like your frontal lobe or like something like that, and it like totally kills like your ability to like make cognitive decisions or move, or like it just makes you a zombie basically is what it does. So you do know that like doctors were actually doing this to people in these times because they thought it was a legitimate way to cure mental illness.
That's fucking fried.
That's barbaric. I can't even think.
Can you imagine? Are you awake? Are they awake?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no anesthetic. There's nothing in the back then.
Well, see, so he would use hammers, chisels, drills,
No.
and he would do all of this without anaesthesia. So this poor person was just.
I see you. Oh, right. Say you're already suffering like something for your mental, and then somebody did that to you. That is going to send you off your fucking rocker.
Oh no, it does the opposite. It just turns you into a cabbage.
And then when he's hammering you, and he'd be a hammer and a chisel.
It's just like they thought it was like the easiest way. So like if you've got a patient who's having like really aggressive outbursts because obviously they're suffering from mental illness and you don't know how to treat it,
Just drill a hole in the head.
just drill a hole in their head and then they're completely immobilised. They'll just lie there. So it was the most effective way they thought of curing mental illness, which obviously is absolute bullshit.
That's no normal.
Obviously, nowhere in the world does that anymore, to my knowledge.
If you do, get your head sorted. Get your head at the hammer.
On the island, there was a bell tower where this doctor would supposedly take special patients, which I don't know what that means, special patients, to experiment on. Nobody knows for sure what kind of experiments he was carrying on there, but the victims could be heard screaming in agony across the island. According to the story, this doctor started to lose his marbles a wee bit.
So he needed hammered in the head.
And it was said he was being haunted by many of the island's tortured spirits.
Yeah, wanna?
I know. This pushed him to climb the bell tower and throw himself out to his death. It's unclear whether he was pushed from the bell tower or if he just jumped. One of the island's nurses claims to have seen the fall and claims the doctor was still alive after the fall, but that a dark mist covered his body, choking him to death. Even though there was such deplorable conditions and widespread abuse, this hospital remained open until 1968.
That is... Betty and Tommy were born in 44.
Yep.
Like... Betty would have been 20.
But this is just normal practice for, like, see, mental asylums in this, like, time period, this era. That's just what they did. Like, the people were kept in such horrible conditions. They were kept like animals.
Yeah.
But then animals aren't even kept like that.
No.
They would have to, like, hang in their own faeces. They weren't cleaned. They weren't fed. They were being experimented on. It's disgusting and it's horrible, and it's like nobody should be treated like that.
No.
Especially people that are suffering from some sort of mental illness.
Aye.
It's disgusting. So they don't know what happened to this doctor. I'm just going to hope that he was pushed. Because he's an arsehole. It's unknown the exact amount of people who have actually died and were buried on Poveglia, as both plague victims and patients are kind of like, they're kind of like all mixed in together. Human remains are still washing up on the shores of Poveglia, which is probably the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
That's creepy.
So like there's just bones washing up. That's how many people were
killed there.
That's really scary. And it's, I don't know, it just makes me feel heavy. Do you know that way?
Aye, it makes you uneasy.
Now, the island is uninhabited, and as I said before, it is illegal to visit without the proper application process. Nevertheless, paranormal enthusiasts still visit in hopes of finding evidence of the tortured souls that reside there, and almost everyone who visits this island returns with a story or two. It's reported that people feel like they're being watched, while others report more physical experiences, such as being shoved or scratched.
What?
Some have even said that they have been chased down corridors by an unseen force. Now that's terrifying.
Aye, that's terrifying. You wouldn't even be fucking in there. I'd be out. I'd be, forget it, open door, open the window, I'm out. 5 up, I don't care, I'm jumping out it. Get me out.
Inside the buildings, people report shadow figures, disembodied voices and moaning. There is also a voice said to scream at visitors to stay away and never come back, which is enough to put me off.
Aye, that's enough to put me off.
But obviously there is buildings still on the island. Obviously the hospital that was there is still there, but it obviously is in a... I keep saying obviously quite a lot. Have you noticed that?
Aye.
I've just noticed it there.
Obviously,
I've just noticed it there, right? Weird. But
I cannot take you seriously with this Simba hoodie.
I know,
I'm
I've
going
got,
to take
like,
the
I
hood.
can't, I'm not well. I'm sick. My throat
I'm
hurts.
sick to death of hearing it.
My throat hurts. Get out my throat.
You've been here, Tom.
You're sick of hearing about it? Well, I'll remember that next time you stub your toe and want to talk about it for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But like the hospital's still there, but it's in disrepair, and like there's still some bits of furniture there, like beds and desks, but it's in complete, like it's one of the places where you see that nature's completely took over, like
everything's
the
all
leaves
grown
are
in.
all grown in and stuff like that.
That's
so there's
creepy.
that, and then there's a bridge which leads out to this just big patch of field, which is known as the plague fields, where they would bury all the people. So they don't know how many people are buried in
That's
these plague fields.
insane.
And it said that nothing grows there, so
That's why, because it's all dead.
I know, that's quite sad.
That's quite sad.
It's really sad. I don't like that. I don't like things like this because it makes me sad. When the hospital on the island was eventually closed down, it was sold to a private owner in the 1960s who quickly abandoned the property after a brief stay. It's unknown why. A family then purchased the island with the intentions of renovating it and converting it into a luxury holiday destination.
I ain't bother hen. Hold on a minute.
But they too also fled. The story goes, while they were on the island, their 14-year-old daughter suffered a cut to her face which required stitches.
What?
The assailant allegedly being a disgruntled spirit.
The assailant.
But listen,
Better dad's just slash her or something for being cheeky.
see if locations like this, right, that have such a horrible history to them, I don't feel like it's right to renovate it and make it into something that's
Beautiful.
like, no, not beautiful, but like, I think it's just if I bought this island, I think I would keep it the way it is, and I would maybe do like tours to like educate people about what happened on the island,
Yeah.
and how many people died, and like maybe let people research there and try and find bodies so you can lay people to rest. Like, I don't think it's right to build like
Own something like that.
a luxury holiday destination
You're not going to come back with
where
slashes.
hundreds of thousands of people have been burned and
hammered
buried.
and...
I just think that's weird. Like, I just find that so bizarre.
No. Wouldn't be me. But then, there is some crackpots out there who think, oh, let's go and do the world a good. You're going to just do the world all bad?
But
Stop
then,
it.
see, even if they did turn this into a luxury holiday destination, there would be people that would go because they were like, oh, let's go to Poveglia Island, it's so creepy, and how many people died. They would make bank because there's people like that. Would be, I'm probably one of them.
You're one of them.
I would go just to experience it and see it and stuff like that. But considering that the locals don't even
go.
step foot in it, that's I forgot
Enough
to
for
say
me.
that at the start. It's very fucking hard to find somebody from Venice or Lido that will take you to this island. Like, you have to pay somebody a lot of fucking money to take you to this island because none of them will go.
That's insane.
And they don't go on the island. They'll take you
To the water.
and they'll sit and they'll tell you, right, an hour, and then you have to come back and they'll leave. That's how.
But imagine you done that, you went back to your boat within like 50 minutes and the wee guy just went, oh fuck you, I'm off. And you're actually, you're fucked, you're stuck on Poveglia Island. How are you going to ask? Can is that to satellite or go, oh hold on, I'll FaceTime my mom back home? No signal. How are you getting off that island? You're fucked. You're going to turn into one of them fucking scatty doctors.
The island has changed hands quite a lot actually, but it still sits untouched to this day. With the history it holds, I don't really know what you could do to spruce it up or make people want to live on it. And if you did live on it, I think you just need to accept the history and just kind of embrace it.
And deal with it.
Like, you'd have to like be one of these people that buys a big haunted house.
Aye.
And you just accept the fact that there's ghosts.
Shitting about your house.
And when people come in, you're like, oh, that's just the ghosts.
That's wee Jack. It's just kicking your boot.
I would personally really like to go just to see it. But
Aye, but like I said to you, like, what if we go, we get to take us there, then both you're stuck there, how are you getting off?
oh no, I don't think I would actually physically go unless I had a
A
guide
tour guide or something?
or somebody who knew,
Aye.
because that's dangerous. There's anything could happen to you, and
Like I said, you're stuck.
but I don't know, things like this make me really sad because I just think about all the people that
I
are
have died and
that are just probably just wandering about, no knowing what's going on, where they are, They're probably really annoyed or really pissed off.
Is there still people on the island?
No.
No,
It's
there's
completely uninhabited, like, nobody lives there and there's no...
no. The animals, they none. Can't do the animals.
I read somewhere that it's like nothing grows there.
Right, so there wouldn't be any.
So there's no animals. Well, there's probably no like deer or anything like that, but there's probably like birds and insects and whatever.
Aye.
But there's nothing living like a human being or anything like that on the island. So
Unless you walk down a dark lane at night and a wee horn pops at the ground like, hello, I'm here.
and like the fact that the soil is like 50% human remains, like that's
That's not normal. That's
disturbing.
weird.
That's really disturbing. I just don't like that. I really don't like that. It's the one. As I said, like a lot of things don't bother me. I'm not that squeamish. Like
That
my favourite like movie series is Saw. I love Saw.
Aye, I like Saw.
I'll sit and watch Saw myself on a Sunday just like because I'm an absolute fucking creep. But I'm no like this kind of stuff really gets under my skin because it's just the thought of all the pain and suffering that people go through, and it's like, oh, it's just I don't like it, man. Makes me sad. It's like Auschwitz.
I really want to go there.
That really upsets me. I don't like it.
I want to go.
Makes me sad. Don't like it. But I think what they should do with this is they should refurb the buildings that are currently still standing. They should do
Try and do
something
something
to it. Even make them structurally sound. And then I think they should just clean up the greenery and they should start taking people to educate them on what actually happened there. I think they would
make a million.
Obviously, it's not about money, it's about education, but they would make money. And they would... Loads of people would go and do... I would go and do that. I would go to Venice just to...
Aye. I've always wanted to go to Venice, but I've never known about that.
Same, I've just had this dream my whole life that I'm going to be proposed to in Venice.
Same on a gondola. And a wee guy is playing his wee ukulele.
Very good. But that's Poveglia Island. And it's sad.
It is sad.
And I would really like to go, but I'm a bit scared.
I'm a bit feared. I don't like it scratched.
I'm always that person that thinks like... You know how like, obviously a horror movie? I'm always the person that thinks this is going to end up like a horror movie. We're going to go to this island.
And get killed.
The boat's going to disappear.
That's me. That is me. What did I just say?
Or the person in the boat's going to disappear and the boat's going to still be there. And then we're going to get trapped on this island.
I'll go on a boat and I'll paddle us. I don't care. I'll get us there.
And then there'll be all these ghosts. And it'll be like a horror movie. That's exactly the thought process that my mind goes
the wee
through.
guy would be like, oh, he'd come up being a head or something and be able to try and walk about. I'm out of there. Nah. I'd swim. I would, if I got ate by a shark, get ate by a shark. At least I tried to make it out.
Like, you're not going to get ate by a shark. Because you're just no, right?
Never know.
I don't know. You're not going to get ate by a shark.
How?
You're going to swim to Venice. You ever seen a fucking shark in the canals of Venice?
Never know. Could be a dolphin flying about there. There's been dolphins in Venice.
There's fish. I know that. But
I'll get ate by a tuna.
I wouldn't get
To
in
the
that
size of
one.
him.
It's bogging.
I don't give a fuck if I'm getting that. There's nobody else to get me off an island and we're all stuck there. How else you plan to stay there and starve? No, I'm
stay.
off. I'm off.
I'd get in the boat.
That's what I said, but if the boat wasn't there, I would swim. I'd just swim.
Nah, fuck that.
I don't care.
Then all the wee bodies that are in the ocean are going to grab you down.
Oh, I don't care. I'll kick them. Fuck. Get away from me. Oh.
Remember? I just said that all the bodies keep washing up on shore.
Aye, but they can't just stay there.
Then all the wee people are going to grab you down to there.
Well, I'll make a raft. We hang, I'll just lie in my bed and just do that merms. Like a wee seal and paddle myself along. It's not happening. I'm off.
Why? As we've discussed, Shannon's definitely flight. More the fight. I'm more staying. Just try and figure it out.
I was definitely just want to stay and starve. I'm not starving. I'm off. I need a pizza.
Why would I starve?
Because there's nothing living or any food or anything that you can eat for on the island.
I'll take snacks in my backpack.
Oh, I one part of watermelon, fucking whatever they're called.
What?
They wee chew things that you get. They wee watermelon. They wee sweeties.
Oh, Sour Patch Kids.
I get the other ones.
The watermelon
Aye,
ones.
they things.
I'll take lots of snacks in my wee backpack and then we'll be
Think
fine.
you're Dora? Like, what's going on here?
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map. Backpack. What's in you today?
I'm Dora in your boots.
I'm off.
But do you not find it would be really interesting to go somewhere like that and see it
Aye.
and experience it?
Aye, with the correct people that can actually get us there and get us back and not just fuck off after 30 minutes.
I think they should just stop selling it to people and just keep it within the government. I think that's what they're doing, right? I think that's what they've done, like the new. like there's scaffolding and stuff on the buildings, but they've not got any plans to actually do anything with it yet. But I think that's the best thing to do with it, is just keep it how it is, refurb it a wee bit, and then make it safe for people to just go on day tours and find out about it. Because I think that's mega interesting, and I like learning about stuff like this, because I think I said it in our very first episode, like when you do history at school, you don't learn about all the
ins and outs of
bad,
that.
horrible things that happened and how many people died and diseases. You don't learn
It's
about
like the
any of that.
Holocaust, the plague, the war. That's all you basically learn at school.
Mm-hmm. You don't learn about, like we talked about the witch trials. I had no idea that happened.
No.
And then you don't know, like, how many people died of the plague, and
No.
I find this stuff really interesting, and I know I'm a little weird wee kid that sits at the back and is like, can we talk about the bubonic plague? And then my ma gets a phone call. This is Mr. Tom from History. Stephanie was really wanting us to talk about the bubonic plague today, and it was quite worrying. My mum's like, nah, she's just a creep, mate, it's alright. But yeah, guys, that's Poveglia Island.
What did you think?
Hope you learned something new.
I
Or
definitely did.
go and watch some of the YouTube videos. I know that the people there, they can be quite annoying and they're trespassing and stuff, but if you really want to get a good look
View at it.
at what it looks like from the inside, go and check out some of their YouTube videos, and maybe watch the Ghost Adventures episode. See, this is the thing. I love Ghost Adventures, right? But sometimes I'm like,
That's too far.
that's too far. That's not real. It can't be.
Ooh, there's a ghost behind me. No, there's no, Karen. Stop it.
I just don't know. Sometimes I'm like, that's real, and then something like, that's too far.
Aye.
But the Poveglia Island episode is one of the episodes where I'm like, eh. So one of the hosts on it gets possessed. So I'm like, but at the same time, very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very insightful. Go give that a wee watch. As always, if you have any stories in relation to the episode, if you've been to Poveglia,
Fire it is.
let us know. Please let us know, because I'd really like to know.
I want to know as well. I want to... You can't just go. I keep saying I want to go, but you can't just go.
You can just book a flight to Venice, find somebody to take us and go.
Aye, but then we'll get stuck. This is what I'm trying to get
Shannon,
through.
no, they won't. They say, right, go on the island and be back in an hour. Just make sure that your watch or your phone's working.
Aye, then you go on an island, take the wrong turn, you're lost, and you're like, oh shit, I need to get back to
The
this
island's
boat.
not that big.
I'll get lost. I know I will. I'll
No.
get stuck there, and I'll be dead, and I'll be alive with all these wee ghost people.
That's me. That's why I'm there.
But you'll be on the boat. I'll get lost for you, and they'll steal me, and they'll take me like
We'll
bell
get you
tower,
reins.
and they'll put me on that bell tower and fling me off like that wee doctor.
We'll get you reins.
Oh, I need them.
I'll get you reins. And no, do you know what we'll do? We'll handcuff ourselves to each other.
Any bothering a phone, bit my ankle, into my arm, and it's your
See what I
fault.
mean? You're shooting it down. You're trying
I'm
every
scared.
possible point that you
I'm
can.
petrified. You're shivering my boots here.
You said you wanted to go.
I do want to go, but it's just... it's scary when you think about it. Like, if you think about that, like, do I get left?
I'm not going to leave you on a haunted island.
Right, you'll come back to the episode like,
What were we talking
I
about?
guess where Shannon is. Shannon's stuck in Poveglia.
What were we talking about
Island.
earlier? We were literally talking about, well, I'm going on holiday at Halloween, which never happens. I'm always here for Halloween. I always have a big Halloween party. But this year I'm not going to be in the country. So I said we should all dress up as the mystery gang. And I wanted to be Scooby, obviously.
I'll be Daphne or Velma. I've got glasses, I can be Velma. I don't always
I
wear
can't know if you
glasses.
want to be Velma. Because she's like the geeky, like, dorky one.
I'll be Daphne.
Daphne's like you, like she's like got long hair and she's always touching her makeup up.
When was the last time I wore makeup?
I mean, we're in lockdown still, kinda. So
Have you seen all these bitches out here getting a full face on?
I've seen it.
Ridiculous.
I've seen it, and I'm. But we'll be like the mystery gang.
Jordan, I don't know how you're going to be. So you can be Fred.
No man left behind. I won't leave you there.
I need to make him Fred.
We'll do like it'll be like an episode of Scooby Doo. What's new Scooby Doo? We're
Coming at you.
And we'll just go to Poveglia Island.
Gonna solve that mystery. Hey, Scooby-Doo. Can I be Scrappy?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Right, just for reference, I'm 5'6" and Shannon's 5'8".
that's no that much bigger. Like,
5'9". Are you
I'm
fa-
5'8".
She's fucking tall.
Jordan's 5'9".
She's fucking tall. The only time I'm the same size as her is when I'm wearing heels or I have my Doc Martens on.
I have no shoes on.
Exactly. Shannon's legs start where my
Hips are-
midsection
Aye.
starts.
I got just at your side boob. Literally. And I'm one not kidding here, guys. Like, my legs
So
take
I
over my
don't
body.
think me being Scooby-Doo and you being Scrappy-Doo is really accurate.
I'm not walking about in offers.
I would have to be Scrappy because I'm smaller, but I don't want to be Scrappy. He's a wee arsehole.
So I could be Scrappy Cramming also.
But you're tall as fuck.
Chop my legs off. Who needs them?
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be here for Halloween anyway.
Fucking arsehole.
But I am here
In
for the
prison.
Khabib Gaethje fight. Ooh!
It's gonna be so fucking good.
And then I'm flying out the next day, so that should be grand. But guys, that is Poveglia Island. As always, if you have any stories in relation to the episode, please let us know. Especially for this one, because I really want to know. I really want to know if you've got any scary stories, ghost stories from Poveglia Island. It seems like a really eerie, creepy place. Or even if you have stories that are not related, please send them on to us at scottishandscared@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at scottishandscaredpod, where we have some photos in relation to the episode and sometimes a funny one in there if Shannon's feeling particularly traumatised by anything that week.
I'm going to get fucking took away and left on an island. Fucking hurt me over there. Sorry, guys.
For Jesus Christ.
For Jesus Christ.
Better not say that, fuck's sake. I'll annoy people that like God.
Hail Mary, full of bread. Fuck a bitch in her face.
Don't say that. I'm going to cut that.
It's a song.
That's it. You just pissed off every Christian person.
I'm a Christian. Well, I'm a Catholic.
That makes it even worse.
I didn't have a choice, though.
We all know what I'm.
An atheist. The devil's advocate over in the corner. With the fucking horns coming out of her ears.
Well, most people say I'm a Satanist, but whatever. So, also, if you can rate us wherever you're listening to us, that would be absolutely grand.
A wee comment as well, please, guys. Would be good.
Yeah, comment, but if you just rate us, leave a comment, that really does help us.
We want to know what you think,
we
rather
do.
than just a star.
We just want to know what we're doing is right, what we're doing is wrong, what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then...
Fuck off.
Just swiftly move on.
Moving on swiftly.
But that's it, guys. Thanks. Stay weird. Stay scared.
Keep the heat.